So I'm going to pull a Bill Clinton and ad-lib, but I won't go over my allotted time. So I think as I was preparing for this talk, I started to hear what everyone else was mentioning, and I think what I'm about to talk about is going to tie this all together and talk about the thing that we haven't discussed, really, which is how do we convey this information? We don't need to convince everybody in this room about all these climate and science issues, but you need to do it with the public, and that's how change will come. Fisk Planetarium was installed in 1974 here in Boulder. We are the largest planetarium on any university campus in the country and the 5th largest planetarium in the country overall. That's Fisk today with our dome. I want to talk to you about a new exciting thing that has occurred just recently. The university has decided to invest a fair amount of money into completely revamping Fisk Planetarium into a 21st century theater. And what do I mean by that? A complete immersive digital video theater. This will change the way we teach anything and everything in science, and not just science, the arts, and it becomes a full multimedia center. And this is just an immersive shot from another digital planetarium where you can not just you can go anywhere and any way in any place. Here's the moon Io, the most volcanically active object in the solar system, and people are right up next to it. Again, the word immersion cannot be overstated here. That is why we want to teach people. When we talk about what Scott mentioned earlier about the budgets and help me, help you guys sort of thing, and get the word out to people, it's done through education and public outreach. Again, the scientists don't need convincing, it's the people. And the reason why we have an issue, why there is a climate debate, isn't because there is a debate, it's because of education. There's a lack of education, which is causing a sort of false debate. And we need to increase more education. We have a new star ball coming our direction. We'll call it R2-D2. It is really small. To show you a difference, what will happen, the current star ball shows 6,000 stars. This will show 20 million stars. What makes it even more impressive is, for instance, if you go out at night and you look at that star cluster right there, that is the Seven Sisters, also known as the Pleiades. It is also called Subaru in Japanese. The front of a Subaru vehicle is marked after that star cluster, in case you were curious. But when you go into the theater with a pair of binoculars, you will see this. You can take binoculars into the theater and see more. Again, this changes one's visceral experience with regards to the sciences, in particular astronomy. And so, yes, I'm talking about astronomy, but in terms of climate and weather information, this is how we start to provide and empower people to change. Yeah, that's not a bad problem to have, is it? We just turned down the brightness a little bit. That faculty member will remain anonymous for very obvious reasons. The technology at Fisk has not changed since this advertisement went out in 1960. We still use the same slide projectors, and it is 40-year-old technology that has not changed. So we are making a giant leap into the 21st century by removing all this stuff and going from a classic carousel slide projector, by the way, Kodak has abandoned this technology completely, to today's digital projectors like what is providing this image here in front of us. And that will create this next immersive video. So with the stars we have in an immersive video, anything that is in a digital format is possible. Not only is it just nice and static, but I can take you to the surface of the moon, given our new high-resolution mapping, and I can drive you anywhere on the surface of the moon or Mars. With this new technology, clickers, I can poll the audience and say, where would you like to go next? Right, left, forward, back, and we do it in real time. That is an interactive capability that really hasn't been done before. Aside from teaching astronomy, we can take you anywhere in the world. And the nice thing is, all you need is a massive fisheye lens on a camera, and I can take your picture and throw it in the dome, and you become immersive. From Stonehenge to doing climate research in the Arctic, we can go anywhere and everywhere. Again, it changes how we teach science. So all of the great science that was mentioned, I think, Ben, as you mentioned, all this great stuff with climate and CO2, we can put those models and graphs up on the dome. Again, immerse them in the science. If they have a visceral experience, they're more empowered to want to change it. If they've never experienced it, they will just hear all of the pandering nonsense that they hear and they'll go with it. They will drink the Kool-Aid. Instead, we want to get them to understand what the Kool-Aid's made of. All right? We can even do performances. Again, anything and everything becomes possible with this. And I'm sort of glad that I get to come up at the end because, again, all of the great science we've discussed, this medium is how we get it out of the vernacular of the scientists and into the public domain, which is where the change will occur. They empower their politicians, and hopefully the politicians will then make the change. That model hasn't been working so well lately, but hopefully we hope to change it. So this is Science on a Sphere, similar to the Magic Planet. That type of data will also go on the dome. And so again, I sort of want to finish by coming back to immersion. And as I mentioned to students, Terry, I know you've heard me say this many a times, but I'll ask, does anyone know what a black hole does? I hear it sucks stuff in, but as I tell most of my students, science never sucks. It pushes and pulls. And so Digital Fisk is coming fall of 2013. Thank you for your attention and appreciate it. Thank you very much.